Hey y'all, hey, it's crazy what happened to Lil Durk, y'all. Because them was the same people who was in Lil Durk corner. Now keep in mind, FBGWooski got hit in the head. They said that Lil Durk, he moved out of state, he moved to Atlanta. Next thing you know, Lil Durk, he instantly started sending hits. He started paying everybody who was still in Chicago to go and knock off his ops. Now keep in mind, that was his worst mistake he ever could have made. Lil Durk, he grew up in Chicago, but at the same time, these the same people who you know. You know these people. These people used to be cool with you once upon a time. Now keep in mind, once Lil Durk jumped out there and went to a whole nother state, that's where he messed up at because now the feds got him. All the dirt that he been doing and putting hits on people's heads all these years, it never mattered. Now keep in mind, I know people really don't care about Lil Durk because Lil Durk, he really ain't got no motion. He really ain't got nothing going on. But Lil Durk, he got his little money and he got his little rise and stardom, the fame or whatever. He went back to his city and started putting hits on his own, like the people who he grew up with. Now, keep in mind, you ain't supposed to do that. Like, you got money, you supposed to move out the city and take care of your business. But what Lil Durk did, Lil Durk, he sat back. He made it to where everybody knew how many bodies he got, how many people who he had shooting for him, how many people who he had working for him. Lil Durk is a person who people rock with Lil Durk. I rock with Lil Durk, but at the same time, he one of the ops. Lil Durk, you feel me? At the end of the day, but Lil Durk was one of the main ones who kept going back to the city, putting hits on the GDs, and it all started over Lil JoJo. Lil JoJo, he set a whole trend. Everybody who went with the BDK movement, you feel me? All that BDK, you feel me? BDK, you feel me? Everybody who started that, half of them knocked off. Lil Durk didn't like that because he was BD to the end. He was BD to the end. Like, I want y'all to know this sad, man, but Lil Durk, he the main one who act like his stuff don't stink. You feel me? He had like he could just piss on somebody and tell them it's rain. You feel me? Like, come on now, at the end of the day, Lil Durk bogus for what he did. And that OTF Diddy is straight goofy. Like at the end of the day, he a clown. So regardless if he get a plea deal or not, OTF Diddy, his ass, he's a clown. Like at the end of the day, boy, I want y'all to know this sad man. We ain't picking no sides, but OTF Diddy was the main one that told him, and OTF Jam, he was, he was one of the main ones and one of the first ones to get out of there. OTF Jam and the rest of them, like couple of them from Kankakee, y'all. Y'all know Duty Low from Kankakee. OTF Jam, he stay in the city or whatever. He got family out there, but they was going back and forth from Kankakee. Whenever you sit there and put your life on the line just to try to make a name for yourself when you already got a name, this when stuff like this happened. Now keep in mind they brought up extra charges. They already said that Lil Durk, he was the one that paid the 20K to shoot Wooski in the head. Now keep in mind Wooski, he got hit up in the head at the funeral right there on I think Cottage Grove or King Drive right there. Y'all already know what I'm talking about. Like we sat back and watched 600 Breezy. You feel me? King Yella, he went down, he got out on 600 Breezy. 600 Breezy was scared when they rolled up on him. You feel me? Like, we already know the stuff that come behind this, but you cannot go out here thinking that you're going to get away with everything when you know for a fact that you got all this money, nigga. You supposed to just take right off and take care of your business. No, you got that much envy and hate for the same people you grew up with in your city, regardless of what y'all got into it about. You gonna sit there and do this to these people? Now, come on, that Wooski messed up right now. And Wooski said that you put that money out on him. I want y'all to know it's sad because Lil Durk was the one that put the money on Lil Wooski head, y'all. Now, what happened to FBG Duck? King Von, he was mad that FBG Duck ain't want to rock with him. Keep in mind, FBG Duck had his own team. King Von wanted to be with them. King Von was GD before he was BD. Like, I want y'all to know this sad, man, but we see everything that transpired, and we already know how this gonna end. Lil Durk gonna end up getting life, y'all. He end up bonding his daddy out, doing this, doing that. You feel me? He got his daddy up out of there, whatever. But now he up in there. It's like he swapped spots with his daddy, y'all. It's sad, man, but it ain't for me to be judging, but my opinion is Lil Durk should have never even went back, like had them going back to the city to knock his ops down. He's supposed to move on, take all them 30 and 40 and 50 millions that he supposedly had and keep it moving. Now you want to get OTF Diddy now money and pay for them to go and knock people down. Come on now. OTF Diddy, he wasn't really out there. He was out there popping stuff, but he wasn't out there as far as like his name wasn't ringing like that. People like barely knew about the stuff that he was doing. But OTF Diddy, keep in mind, he from on 59th, right there by the 59th store, y'all, on Preston. Like y'all already know where that big church at. Right there. Keep in mind, right there on 61st is a little store. So they used to fat that store up all the time. Now keep in mind, don't forget what happened to all his homies. You feel me? OTF Diddy, he went and did all this for Lil Durk for that money, and now he facing all this time, and they not trying to separate his case. They not trying to separate it by any means, y'all. Like, hey, niggas be tweaking, but at the same time, OTF Diddy, he was a clown. He was a quiet nigga, folks. He was quiet. By him having affiliate ties with Lil Durk and the rest of them from off Normal, Low, Parnell, and the rest of y'all know I know what I'm talking about because I'm from Chicago. OTF Diddy, he sat there and said, yeah, Lil Durk, he was, you feel me? He bandwagon jumping. Oh, Lil Durk, he on that. You feel me? And maybe he could get on with the music. He wasn't able to get on with the music. Don't nobody like listening to OTF Diddy because whatever you did in the streets, okay, that's cool. But half the people that's making music not even really popping nothing. You feel me? They ain't blowing no pipe. They ain't doing none of that. You feel me? That's why they able to talk about it so fluently and so good. But the people who is actually out there doing everything that they talking about, they not able to rap it as nice and good as Lil Durk and them. You feel me? Lil Durk ain't get his hands dirty. You feel me? Lil Durk ain't been getting his hands dirty for a long time, man. We already know this, man. And we already know the outcome of this. Like at the end of the day, bro. Like we already know. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I know y'all know exactly what's going on. It's sad, man, but this is what happens, y'all. This is what happened. Like at the end of the day, OTF BD, man, like, straight up. Straight up, they ain't look, they be like on some old D movement. You feel me? D ride. You feel me? Like at the end of the day, we know how it's gonna go. Lil Durk is over with for him, and I'm glad it's over with for him. He just took a 50-year plea deal, y'all.